Hi everyone. I know it's been a minute since I have posted a video. So, I wanted to talk about that moment, that aha moment that you have, or God moment as some people call it, when I first started this journey into recovery. I asked a lot of people, I know the difference between right and wrong, but even knowing that doesn't mean that I'm going to make the right choice, because a lot of times I didn't feel I was worth that right choice. And I said, when did you figure out and when did you realize that you were worth making those right choices? Well, I've had some difficulties in, this is communal living, and there are a lot of people here who have issues just like I do. And it got to a point where I realized that I couldn't let other people's drama, and I hate that word drama, more like their issues, their problems, their feelings affect my recovery. I had to put my recovery first. And over the course of about 10 days, I began to realize that I needed to filter out certain things and not allow it to affect me and affect my recovery. I wanted to still be a caring and compassionate person, which I can be, but that doesn't mean that I have to let anyone else in my inner circle who will but with stuff that will knock me off of my recovery. My recovery has to come first. And this is the hardest thing for me, because that even means in front of my kids. Because if I'm not in recovery and I'm not recovering and putting it first, then the potential for relapse is really, really high. And if I relapse, I may lose everything that I've just gained back from all of the nonsense that I put them through. And so it's been very difficult for me to realize that I have to put me in front of my kids. But as I like to tell people, I can't, if I'm not okay, then how am I going to be okay for them? Even if they're okay, but I'm not, I'm still not there for them. So sometimes I have to say no, or I cannot do that, or I have to just filter out and take a step back from a lot of that stuff that's happening, because it does stress me out. It does affect me in a lot of ways. And I love my kids, I really do. And the problem is that I've got to learn these healthy boundaries. I can't let them suck basically the life out of me, because I did that before. I allowed them to take on their problems and to deal with their problems, but I never dealt with myself. And then when the crap hit the fan, I was so emotionally bankrupt that the only thing I could think to do was to run away, because I was afraid and I was didn't know what to do. And I have to quit running from my problems. So that is a really big issue for me, those boundaries and those healthy guidelines that I have to continue to keep in my relationships. But I had that God aha moment, and it turned out to be probably one of the best things that's ever happened to me, because it allowed me to realize that I am worth recovery, and that my recovery is going to be a lifelong event, lifelong journey, and that I am going to have to continue to set boundaries with people in order to keep myself healthy and happy. And when it comes to family and friends, setting those boundaries can be really, really hard. But it can start as simple as saying, I'm sorry, I can't do that right now. Or maybe it would be as bad or as easy as just saying, this isn't appropriate at this time. I'm not strong enough to do that. So recovery has to come first, and boundaries have to be set in every relationship that I have. And I never set boundaries before. So I want you guys to realize that it's okay to say no, and it's okay to take care of yourself, because if you don't, you will bankrupt yourself, and then you're no good to anybody, not even yourself. You can't help other people if you can't help yourself. So I just wanted to make this little short video and talk about boundaries and that God moment that I had, or aha moment, when the light switch went on, and all of a sudden I'm like, wait a minute, I don't have to let these people affect me. This is about me and not about anybody else. I'm not here for them, and I'm here to take care of myself, and I'm here to learn why I use and what I can do to stop using substances to numb my feelings, because I can't handle it. So if I put those boundaries in place in those relationships, I shouldn't have those overwhelming feelings of and being depleted and running on empty. So I won't run again. I won't be unhealthy again if I make realistic boundaries in my relationships. So maybe sit down with a pen and paper and think about what it is that always causes you a large amount of stress with family and friends, and then turn around and figure out how to put a boundary in place to keep yourself sane. So I just wanted to do this little short video. I want everyone to know I'm still kicking, I'm still sober. I have 11 months. I'm really excited. My next time will be 12 months. So I'm going to let you go for now. Please come back and watch some more videos, and I will talk to you later. Bye.